Hello, good evening, everyone. It's Anita with Empirical Grace Acupuncture Acupressure, just waiting for a few folks to join on in. Sorry, it's been an extremely busy week. I will do my best to do some more lives over the weekend. So I wanted to get on here tonight so that if it's somewhere sunshine, you have a relaxed day heading into the weekend. And if it's somewhere nighttime, hopefully you are in bed with your PJs and we can do some really great acupressure, acupuncture to get a good night's sleep and start the weekend. It is Friday, so really exciting to do that. So everybody get into a comfortable place. We are going to do a good 20 minutes of acupressure, acupuncture. If you haven't been following me, we have brand new material. Actually, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook all have different content, so you should check it out. We actually have two YouTube channels, one on fertility and weight loss and one on empirical grace. If you go to the link tree, it'll take you right to them. And also Instagram. Thank you guys for following me on Insta. I love you on Insta. We got hacked about a year and a half ago and we're finally rebuilding Instagram. So please join me on Instagram. Totally different content on Insta and TikTok. We've been on here for a while. Also, Patreon. We have two courses on Patreon. The TikTok shop is still not ready, so we put our courses on Patreon. And also, if oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the hair. I didn't really do it today, so I'm really glad you like it. The other thing I wanted to mention is all our monetization money goes towards two free clinics, one in Washington, D.C., and another one near Hyderabad, India. All right, we've got a good couple hundred people on here, so let's do this. We're going to keep it super simple, really relaxing, and if you have pain anywhere or if you're anxious, I want you to follow along with me for the next, we'll keep it short tonight, 10-15 minutes. We're going to start with the yin tong. This is a great acupressure point. I do this point myself every hour for a couple of minutes. This is a great point to help you to sleep, help you with that deep fatigue, help you with blood sugar, blood pressure, weight loss. Why is this good for weight loss? Because you know why? It's going to help you to sleep better. It's also going to help you to balance stress. And if you balance stress, guess what? You've got more testosterone, gentlemen. You've got ladies, more thyroid, FSH, estrogen, progesterone, LH. It's going to help you with unexplained fertility. It's going to help you with PCOS. It's going to help you with menopause. It's also going to help you with weight loss. This is a super great point. I know so many of you are struggling with panic and anxiety and stress. Don't forget, this is such a good point. So simple, can really help you to stay grounded and stay focused. So really good point that you can do. Keep with it. I do this point every hour for 3 minutes. This is such a good go-to. You can do it if you're pregnant. You can do it for a loved one, a child, a baby, or your partner, or an older parent. This is such a great point. Next point we're going to do is also super relaxing. I like to pair it together. And also, it doesn't matter, darling. You can do clockwise or counterclockwise, or you can do press. I either go clockwise or I press, but it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want. All right, we're going to go to the ear. These are super relaxing. You're going to feel really relaxed if it's somewhere sunshine, and if it's somewhere nighttime, you're going to turn off TikTok and go to bed. So this is a really good point. We like to pair this point with with ear shen men. And also, if you haven't checked out the links, you guys check out the links. I spent like months writing those blogs on fertility, weight loss. There's even tongue diagnosis for weight loss, really good stuff. But in the link under acupressure devices, you can get these little guys. They're super economical. Like you get 500 for maybe 10 bucks and you put them on the point. So it's working for you. You don't have to press. And also you can do it while you're sleeping. You can keep them on till they fall off and you can put them back on. But if you don't have them, not a problem. You can use a Q-tip, a pencil, and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and acupress in the cave. Let's do it together. You're going to feel amazing. So let's do it together. This is such a really good point. You guys, I was like, came home today and I was like, I'm going to get on the live. I'm going to do this live. This is such a great point. This is a great point to feel good. This is a great point if you're trying to quit smoking, if you're trying to quit vaping, if you're doing your best to do weight loss and you're like, I can't, I'm like sleeping. I am, walking, I'm drinking water, I'm doing intermittent fasting, and it's still not helping you with weight loss. This is such a good point. It can really help stress. It can really help anxiety. Guess what? When you're anxious, do you know you crave more chocolate? You crave more sweets? You crave more carbs? And so this is such a good point to help take the edge off. If it helps take the edge off, then you're going to make different food choices. Also, if it takes the edge off, guess what? You're going to smoke one less cigarette, you're going to vape less, and that's going to make me super happy because you are on your health journey. So this is a fantastic point that you can do. Really, really good point. So for the nerve sciatica point, I will take a quick minute break and explain. So if you're having nerve sciatic pain, you can do this if you're pregnant. You can do this if you're pregnant. If you're not pregnant, you can do this point. You can do this point. So again, get some ice, roll the ice where you're having the pain, and then do this point if you're pregnant. If you're not pregnant, do this point for 3 minutes, every 20 minutes till the pain relieves. All right, I'm going to do a wellness and also you guys are asking, okay, so let's go through the weight loss and then I'm going to do a general point. And if you absolutely want me to stop the live and do questions, then consider the subscription. I'll absolutely do that. I'll absolutely do that. For varicose veins, if you can try turmeric tea for varicose veins. And as long as you're not pregnant, you can try peppercorn. You can do that. And then for headaches, you can do this acupressure point every 20 minutes for 3 minutes. For headaches, you can do this acupressure point every 3 minutes for 20 minutes. Okay, for iron, you can eat pumpkin, you can eat squash, turkey, and salmon also has the highest amount of iron. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So next point we're going to do is this half circle. This half circle is super great because it's got kidney, liver, endocrine, it's got spleen and stomach, it's got heart. This is such a good point. You're going to feel so amazing. Let's do it together. I like to use the AccuPen. If you don't have the AccuPen, not a problem. You can use your finger or a Q-tip. But what we're going to do is we're going to do this half circle. So everybody do this half circle with me. You're going to feel amazing. Let's do it together. This is such a really great wellness point. This is a great point for if you're struggling with just having a baby and you feel out of sorts, you can do this. If you are struggling with menopause, the hot flashes, the night sweats, trying to round out your period, the anger, this is such a good point. If you are trying to lose weight and you feel that your metabolism is broken or sluggish, this is a great point. If you have the cortisol belly and you can't sleep, this is such a good point. Gentlemen, if you're struggling with ED and not quite sure, of course, work with your medical doctor, but this is a great point. Yes, you can do this for PCOS. Yes, you can do this for PCOS. So if you guys want more stuff for PCOS, check out my YouTube channel on fertility and weight loss, and I will try to cover a little bit more. But let's finish these weight loss points. And again, do consider the subscription. I'll absolutely get to your question. Otherwise, hang with me. Do these acupressure points. You're going to feel amazing. So we're doing 20 minutes of acupressure right now. So you're going to feel a lot of the benefits. But if you're doing this on your own, pick a few points, do them morning, afternoon, evening, or pick a point and do it every hour for a couple of minutes. Fantastic. Yes, we're going to do a little bit more weight loss. Next point we're going to do is we're going to do the rim of the ear. This is such a good point that you can do for weight loss. Let's go ahead and do this acupressure point together. So remember, the whole body, you guys put down your phones and do the points. You're going to feel amazing regardless of what you are going through. So this right here represents the entire body. And so we're going to do this. So let's go ahead and do this. Yes, I am East Indian. I grew up between India and America. So this is a fantastic acupressure point for blood pressure, for blood sugar, for anger, for anxiety. This can absolutely take the edge off. All you got to do is massage the rim of the ear. If you're trying to quit smoking, if you're trying to quit vaping, you have aches and pains, or you've got cravings for weight loss, or you're stressed out, you can't sleep, you have a headache. This is, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for the compliment. This is such a great acupressure point. I love the way this point makes me feel. All you got to do is super simple. I love this point for men who are struggling with high blood pressure and ED. This is such a good point. And also, I love this point when you guys need to help take the edge off. This is a great point, whether it's anxiety or anger. It translates into emotion, which translates into wanting a cigarette, wanting to vape, wanting to eat sweets, wanting to eat chocolate, wanting to eat carbs. This is such a great self-care acupressure point. It's just massaging the rim of the ear. So I want you to consider doing that point. Also, the person, I know it feels really good, doesn't it? It feels amazing. The other thing you can do is safe point. You can do it if you're pregnant. You can do it on a loved one, a baby. You can do it on, you can even do it on a colicky baby. Try it on a colicky baby, or you can do it on someone who's older. You can do it when someone's grieving. It's such a great, I want to give you self-care acupressure points that you can do. Also, somebody was asking about postnasal drip. You can acupress right along here on either side for postnasal drip. Postnasal drip. For cholesterol, high cholesterol, you can do cinnamon tea. You can absolutely do cinnamon tea. And then also for tinnitus, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this every 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes for a couple of minutes. Every 20 minutes for a couple of minutes for tinnitus or ringing in the ear. All right, let's do a little bit more weight loss, and I want to do a little bit fertility, and I also want to do a general wellness point. This is another great point that's going to make you feel good, and it's also a multi-use point. So let's take your fingers on Instagram. Let's go ahead and take your fingers, and then I want you to cuff the ear. Cuff the front and the back of the ear, just like this. Cuff the front and the back of the ear on both sides. And then this is such a great acupressure point. This point is so good for anxiety, for sleep. This point can definitely take the edge off. And this point is good for so many different types of cravings: chocolate, carbs. If you are trying to quit smoking, if you're trying to quit vaping, this is such a good health point. And also, this is a great point if you're trying to do intermittent fasting and you don't want to break the fast. This is also a really good point if you know, all my clients who do calorie deficit, it definitely can work, absolutely, but people are hungry at nighttime. This is a great acupressure point that you can do to help curb your appetite or also prevent cravings. How you do it is you take the peace sign, the peace sign, and I want you to cuff the front and the back of the ear. And this is your point. So this is another great wellness point that you can do. Do it 3 minutes at a time, 3 minutes at a time. And a lot of people are asking about sinus because sinus and allergies is going on. What you can do is you can do this acupressure point. Let me show you again. I want you to go from yin tong to the temple along the jawline all the way back up. Yin tong to the temple along the jawline all the way back up. It's going to help with postnasal drip. It's going to help with a cough. It's going to help with sinuses. It's going to help with allergies. Also, if you're trying to lose weight, this is a great acupressure point as well. You want to know why? It relaxes the jaw. It can also help with metabolism. Also, this area represents the cheeks, and so that can help with metabolism. Also, this area right here helps with the hormone. So this point right here can have allergies, sinusitis, headaches, migraines, and weight loss. Really good multi-use point, super relaxing that you can do. Also for PCOS and fertility, you guys check out the YouTube channel. I've got 2 channels now. One on men's health, which is the main channel, and another on fertility and weight loss. There's really good videos. If you go to the link tree, link in the bio, you'll see both the links for both channels. And also follow us on Instagram. Totally different content on Insta. So thank you for following us. And also all the monetization money goes towards free clinics. We have 2 in mind, one in Washington, D.C. and one in Hyderabad, India. We are using the monetization money. I think it's going to take me another year or 2 to raise the money, and I want it to go long term and I want it to be established. So thank you for your support and watching the channels and liking and applying this to your life. Okay, let's do 2 points. Actually, one really good point for fertility. So this is such a great point for fertility, for both men and female fertility. This is a great point for men for ED and morning erection as well. The reason why is the eyes represent the ovaries. The eyes also represent the testes. So testes is where sperm is produced, and testes is where testosterone is produced. But similarly, this also can represent the cervix. This can help with ovulation. This can help with FSH, LH, estrogen, and progesterone. You can do this while you're having IUI or IVF. So this is a great acupressure point that you can do for fertility, for gentlemen for ED. This is also a really great point that you can do for weight loss. This is also a great point for sinus, headaches, migraines. This is a great wellness point in general. So consider this point. I love this point because it gets so many different things. Also right here represents another like area where it can help with insomnia and deep fatigue. So yeah, it feels really good. It feels really, really good. So really good fertility point for PCOS and also non-PCOS points. You can also do this for TMJ. That's the thing with acupressure. It can be multifactorial. So if you're not sure where to start, pick a video and start doing it. It's going to help you in so many different ways. You can do this for menopause too. Absolutely. You can do this for menopause. All right, this is another really good wellness point. It's going to be good for a lot of different things. So everybody do this. The only time I don't want you to do it is if you're pregnant. So please don't do this next point if you're pregnant. No hand points if you're pregnant. So please don't do this next point if you are pregnant. So let's go ahead and do this acupressure point. This is a great point for so many different things. Let me run through it. One of the first questions in the live tonight was about foot pain. This is a great point for foot pain. This is a great point for headaches, migraines, neck pain, spine pain, paraspinal pain, shoulder pain. Great point for L2, L3, L4, L5 points, sciatica pain, pain down the legs, pain in the back of the knees, foot pain. This is a great point for helping with constipation, diarrhea. It can also help you with pooping. It can help you with gastritis, IBS, Crohn's disease. It can help you with heartburn, acid reflux, indigestion. This is a great weight loss point because it's going to help with absorption and also with not only absorption, but it's also going to help with metabolization. So this is a great point. Yes, you can do this with swollen legs. This is a great point because guess what? This represents the legs. So this is a fantastic point that I want you to consider doing. This is also a great point for men for ED. It strengthens the back. It also helps with the lower abdomen, so men have more control. So this is a great point for ED. This is also a great point for regulating a cycle, endometriosis, painful periods. Do work with your medical doctor, but this is also a great point for regulating your cycle and ovulation. Do this till you get 3 regular cycles. Great wellness point. I like to do this point before every meal for 3 minutes. I like the way it feels, and I want you to have that experience as well. What if you have problems with that stuff but are pregnant? Don't do that point. You can stick to doing this point if you're pregnant. You can do this point if you're pregnant. What is good for a weak bladder, please? You can do this as long as you are not pregnant. You can do this as long as you are not pregnant. Yes, you can do this for digestive system issues as well. You can do this for digestive system issues as well. And then somebody had asked about Bell's palsy on TikTok a little earlier. If you have Bell's palsy, please see your doctor, and also please go see an acupuncturist in town. I've had really good results with Bell's palsy, but I really need to get to the person and treat them with acupuncture sooner than later. So please go and see your doctor, and please see an acupuncturist in town. All right, we're going to do last call for supers and subscribers. Last call on YouTube for supers, last call on TikTok for subscribers. So last call for that, and then I'm gonna do a couple more points, but last call for supers and last call for subscribers, and then I'm gonna do a few more points and I'm gonna call it. I have a long day tomorrow to take care of my folks. So foot pain, you can do this acupressure point as long as you're not pregnant for foot pain. You can also do this for sinusitis. Remember, hand points do not do if you're pregnant. Please don't do the hand points if you are pregnant. All right, let's do sleep, because we all, if we're somewhere in the US, we all need to go to bed. So this, for dark circles, you can do this right here. You can do this. This is a great point for dark circles. And also get checked out by your doctor. It could be an iron deficiency, a vitamin D, K deficiency. So get checked out by your doctor. Okay, this is a great sleep point. Here's Jack. We all know Jack. And right on the side of Jack, we have the best sleep point in the world. So let's go ahead and do this together. What I want you to do is take your fingertips, and go behind the earlobe, and then I want you to acupress. This is such a great point for deep sleep, for waking up rested, going to bed quickly, for not getting up throughout the night. This is such a great acupressure point. All you do is go behind the earlobe, find a tender point on the bone, and massage it. This is a great point. Somebody asked anything for neck wrinkles. You know what you can do for neck wrinkles? Collagen. Green tea actually has collagen in it. So you can do a collagen supplement, or you can drink green tea. But also, I would say if you're pregnant, just be sure to check in with your doctor how much green tea you can drink. So this is, oh my gosh. Aren't you guys sleepy doing all this acupressure? I am totally sleepy doing all this acupressure. So I'm going to ask final call for supers and subscribers, final call for supers and subscribers, final call for supers and subscribers. Also, somebody's been asking about hair. So this is the derm roller. You can get it in the link in the bio under devices. We also have a skin and also hair area, a lot of the products that I use. But for hair loss, you can put rosemary on the bald spot, and then you can get this derm roller and you can roll out the bald spot a few minutes before every bed. Wow, see, I'm getting ready to go to bed, but this is such a good way to bring blood flow. It is really, really good point that you can do, and usually within 4 to 6 weeks the hair does grow back. For blood pressure, cinnamon tea. You can also acupress along the cheeks. That's another blood pressure point that I've talked about on YouTube. So this is also really good. And cinnamon tea, you can do that. Of course, work with your medical doctor too. Also work with your medical doctor. You should definitely work with your medical doctor on blood pressure issues. All right, you guys, I love you all so much. I will do my best to be on here throughout the weekend. Oh, it's Father's Day this weekend. For all of you who are fathers, I wish you all the very, very best. And do check us out on YouTube. There are 2 YouTube channels. Go to the link tree. Main channel's for men, but there is a 30-day course for women on the main channel for regulating a cycle. And there's great weight loss and also fertility on the Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss channel. Also, check out Patreon. There's 2 courses on Patreon. All the proceeds go towards the free clinics. And check us out on Instagram. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Our channel is finally rebuilding on Instagram after it got hacked, so I really appreciate the support. Do the acupressure. I'll be back on here. And check out all the platforms, different content on different platforms, so do check it out. All right, you guys, I love you all so much. Have a great night, great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Bye. For tinnitus, ringing in the ear, there's some really good protocols on YouTube. But as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this every 20 minutes for 3 minutes. Every 20 minutes for 3 minutes. That can help as long as you're not pregnant. You can also avoid alcohol, avoid dairy, watch the salt and sugar. You can also drink a turmeric tea, and that can help. Good question. All right, no questions on YouTube tonight. All right, I will be back on here. Love you all. Talk to you soon.